Bad Apple, A Tale of Friendship by Edward Hemingway. Mac was a good apple. He shared his toys with all the other apples. He helped Granny Smith pick up after art class, and he loved to dive fearlessly into the watering hole. On a sunny day, Mac could bob for hours. On cloudy days, Mac would search for the perfect pillow of green grass and take a long nap. In his dreams, it was always sunny. But one day, as Mac lay sleeping, it began to rain. Soon all the little creatures in the earth around him poked their heads out to look for higher ground. Some of them found safety under the large toadstools. Others crawled onto stones and pebbles. But one small worm had another idea. When Mac woke up, he was covered in raindrops, and he wasn't alone. "You won't believe the dream I just had. A funny little worm was tickling me right here. And now I can't seem to get him out of my head. It was you!" And that's how Mac met Will the worm. Will showed Mac how to fly a kite, fly himself, and play in the dirt. He loved making a mess. Mac took his new friend to the watering hole to clean off. He couldn't remember a better day than this one. Until he took Will to the orchard. "Look at Mac, he's got worms. Mac's a rotten apple." I'm not rotten," said Mac. "I'm quite sweet, actually." So him and Will just left. Will cheered up Mac by reading aloud from some of his favorite novels. He was a bit of a bookworm, you could say. Mac liked the adventure stories best. He also liked it when Will finished his sentences for him. The most exciting part is when the pirates find treasure in the dirt. But the next day, it happened again. "Ha ha 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 ha, it's the bad apple. Ew, he's got worms." And no one in the orchard would play with them, not even the crabby apples. Bad apples. The crab apples can be so mean. That night, the two friends sat alone on the grass without saying a word. In the morning, Will was nowhere to be found. Mac went back to playing with his orchard friends, diving fearlessly into the watering hole and painting in Granny Smith's glass. But sadly, nothing was the same. Nothing. There was a hole in Mac that he just couldn't fill. Not a big hole, just a teeny tiny little, a small hole, just big enough to fit. There wasn't even nobody to finish his sentences. Mac had to find Will. He was determined. He searched low and high and in between, in the dirt, around the watering hole, and just when he had given up all hope, he looked up in the sky and he seen Will the worm. Mac knew he'd rather be a bad apple with Will than a sad apple without him. Good and happy, and there's nothing bad about that.